Joined now by Tiana England, and it's amazing you're in your fourth year in the program. Now, Tiana, you are officially now an upperclassman. Describe maybe how you have changed and perhaps used your voice to now elevate people around you now that you have so much under your belt.
Now being the upperclassman, as you said, it's really important, especially this year, having so many newcomers, that I definitely am vocal and lead as I should as a floor general. Um, the past 2 years, I've been vocal, but this year is crucial.
And you add in Alyssa Alston. Let me start there
Hmm.
because she is maybe going to change your game more than anybody
Yep.
else. She may move you off the ball at times and not have you play 37 and a half minutes in Big East games. Now, every basketball player, they want to play probably a full
Yep.
40. But how might you be a different or better player at 32 minutes as
Hmm.
opposed to 38 to 40?
She's definitely going to be a big help, especially because she has experience, at the SEC level, which is definitely helpful. And me being able to, sit on the bench sometimes and have her, have someone I trust with the ball, out there is definitely going to be big for me because I feel like sometimes last year I did need, a minute, sit down and recuperate and come back with more energy. And definitely having her here is great. She's a great defensive player, great finisher. So she's definitely gonna make my life easier, as well as the team.
How did you feel? You got a wonderful award, preseason award,
Yeah.
the Nancy Lieberman, for the, I think it's for the top point guard in the
Uh huh.
country. So that's a wonderful challenge to be
Mhm.
included in the top 20 in the country.
Definitely is a challenge. And more than that, it's definitely an honor, to be named with some of the top names in NCAA basketball, and to be recognized like that it was great. And it wasn't a shock, but it was a shock, and it doesn't just put on for just me, but it brings recognition to our team and how
Yes.
much we've worked, and I think that's great.
Now, Nancy Lieberman grew up not too far from here
Hmm.
in Far Rockaway, and I go back. I remember seeing her when she was a high school player, and she was so gifted and
Hmm.
talented, could handle the ball, had good size, could penetrate, could shoot it,
Hmm.
and she always played with the boys. And you wouldn't know the difference, and I
Yeah.
think that was one of the reasons she improved so much.
Definitely, that used to be me, in high school. My brothers actually from middle school used to take me down to the park to play with their older friends, and I think that definitely helps,
There's no
in the
doubt
long
about it.
run playing with the boys.
The other aspect that should help you in practice, have you met Raven Farley head on in the lane yet? And A, have you been blocked? B, have you wanted a foul and didn't get it? And C, have you finished against her yet? What has having her on the team these last 2 months added to you as you prepare and think about the bigger picture?
Raven is definitely talented, very gifted. Playing against her, I get into the lane. I'm like, "Where's the foul?" With Joey T, is just like, "Nope, keep playing." But she's definitely gonna be a great help to us. And even playing on the same team as her, oh my gosh, the screens. I'm excited to get started with her, as well as everyone else.
And then Khadijah Bailey, as I did an informal poll at Big East Basketball Media Day,
Hmm.
most improved returner. And Khadijah came into last year, of course, a lot of hype, highly
Yep.
recruited, so much expected. Preseason Big East Freshman of the Year last year. Had a nice year, but maybe not to what she might have hoped and the
Hmm.
outside world. How have you seen Khadijah take a significant step forward, and in what ways that people have been talking about?
Well, in this preseason, we have, instilled to her that she has to be more vocal and more aggressive. Last year, I feel like it was a good year for her, but this year is even bigger. Maybe even starting some games. She knows her role now, and as a sophomore, and having so many people, freshmen under her, she has to be, more of a leader. And her on the wing this year is going to be dangerous.
And lastly, Tiana, you add the Nolan twins,
Yep.
Sophie and Emma. Now, fortunately, both are expected to be good shooters, so you may not have to know which one is which, I guess. When you're passing them the ball, they can both shoot it. You don't have to make a decision, wait, who's
Hmm.
the shooter, who's not.
Yeah. Well, actually, in the summer when they first came, I'm like, Sophie, Emma, no. Like, I don't really. I mean, now I know, but having them stretch out the floor from playing inside to outside, that's definitely going to be important for us. Something different that we've had the bigs as shooters, but this year it's going to be, they're more efficient, So having them out there with me is definitely going to be, good, dragging the defense out.
Could be a special year, Tiana.
Yes.
Can't wait for it to begin. Thank you so much.
Me too. Thank you for having me.
Tiana England,
All the
preseason
best.
All Big East. Big East honorable
Congratulations.
mention last year, the redshirt sophomore point guard from nearby Stanford.